Yo, assalamu alaikum. What's up? How you guys doing? Alhamdulillah, I'm back blowing it on the channel. Ramadan Mubarak to all my people. What you saying? And I'm back with another fantasy video. I know you lot have been waiting so much for that one. You know, that's why I'm back. Alhamdulillah. Now you haven't been waiting, but there you have it. Another fantasy video for some fantasy tips. You know, we've got some good tips for this next game week, inshallah. So without further ado, let's jump right into it, inshallah. Bismillah. So let's look at the fixtures. Let's look at the games of the next game week. We got Nottingham Forest against Manchester City. You know, I like to analyze these games. You know, Nottingham Forest, yeah, just beat Ipswich Town in the cup via penalties. Nothing like crazy, and they also drew with Arsenal at home. You know, so that's a good result. So yeah, they have good defense. So that's something you want to know. So maybe it's not the best idea to chuck in a couple of City attackers for this next one, because if you chuck in a Haaland and a Marmoush, yeah, like out of the two, maybe they will get one goal. You know, maybe because City are not looking good. You know, like this month and the past, you know, few months and weeks. Yeah, they're not looking crazy. Like, their best game, like recently, has been the Newcastle one. That was ages ago. They won 4-0, and then after that, I'm just saying, like, they got knocked out of the Champions League, and then they lost to Liverpool at home 2-0. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just saying. So maybe it's not the best idea to chuck in a Haaland or a Foden or whatever. So if you want, you could actually. It's a bit of a risk, but they play at home, so you can actually chuck in a Milinkovic or something like. I believe if I look at my draft, my team, I have Ola Aina, and I actually have 3 Nottingham City players in my squad. I don't recommend that, but I like to risk sometimes. So I got Ola Aina, I got Milinkovic, 2 defenders, and I got Chris Wood as well. So yeah, I don't recommend that, but if you want, it's a bit of a risk, but it's a good risk, you know, to chuck in a couple of a couple of Nottingham Forest defenders. Yeah, could be potentially a good risk. But as you Brighton versus Fulham, that's actually a very tough and good game to watch. I would say, like, Brighton and Fulham. Fulham, they recently knocked out United from the cup, innit? So yeah, Mitoma is on 75% chance of playing, and he plays at home. They play he plays at home. Brian play at home. So again, that's you. You know, that's you all day. If you think, yeah, that's you. Like, it's a tough game. I don't want to risk putting anyone from both. I do have actually Mitoma and Robinson in my team, but if I would recommend, you do not put any of both. Yeah, just keep, like, yeah. If you want to risk it, yeah, potentially you should risk more on Brighton, because they have been amazingly, especially attacking wise. So if you want to chuck in a couple of Brighton attackers, yeah, but it's a risk. Fulham are really good at the moment, so yeah. For me, if I would recommend some, do not put any players from both teams. Now, next fixture. What do we have? We have Crystal Palace, Ipswich Town. I would have told you to put Mateta. He's not playing for some reason, because I have him in my team as well. I have him in my team. He's been absolutely fantastic. He's got like a very low chance of playing, you know. So yeah, 25% chance of playing. He's got a head injury. So I would have told you to put him. Now, if you want to chuck in an Eze or something, a bit of a risk as well. Yeah, I would have told you to put him a Mateta, but so there goes that. Next fixture, that'll be Liverpool Southampton. Please, triple captain Mohamed Salah. If you haven't used the triple captain chip, I've used the triple captain chip. Actually, bought Salah for that game. I wanted to buy it. I was like, nah, I've bought, because I had Palmer and I had Isaac, and then since I bought Palmer, haven't been doing so great for me in the team. So I believe I sold him, and I got me a Salah. Yeah, I got me a Mo Salah instead of him. I still have the Alexander Isaac. Yeah, so I triple captain Mohamed Salah for the next game week. So inshallah, inshallah, he's gonna turn up for that one. Even though I'm an Arsenal fan, but you know what I'm saying, like it's I believe it's it's an impossible. It's like a very tough, very very hard mission for Southampton to beat Liverpool in Anfield. They're literally the last against the first. So if Liverpool are gonna win, might as well chuck in a Mo Salah to get some points in it. So inshallah, Salah's gonna just turn up and score like a hat trick or something. Yeah. So next game, Brentford Aston Villa. Big game, that one. Big game. Brentford have been amazing attacking wise. Aston Villa on fire recently for some reason. Asensio, have you seen that guy? What's going on? Rashford and that you get, man. Like, what's going on? Yeah, literally just beat Club Brugge away from home in the Champions League. I wouldn't risk putting any Brentford player. They're looking scary. Aston Villa looking scary at the moment. But I do have Mbeumo in my team because I like to risk stuff, you know what I'm saying? I have Mbeumo, maybe if you want to, but don't really recommend, you know what I'm saying? So yeah. Wolverhampton, Everton. Everton also been good recently, you know what I'm saying? Like they've been good. And Wolverhampton also been showing some signs of but I'm not gonna tell you to put Cunha or any Everton player or any Wolverhampton player. For this one, yeah, because Everton are looking good. They're looking good. So for that one, I'm staying away as well. Chelsea, Leicester City. Well, Chelsea won. They recently beat Southampton, right? And yeah, it was like, but I don't know if I trust Chelsea like that. Go ahead, go ahead. And Nkunku has been on fire, so he should start after his performance against Southampton. He should start. If he doesn't start, then it's weird. But yeah, if you have him in the team, chuck him in. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, Cole Palmer, yeah, maybe he'll get a penalty. Maybe he'll do something. Palmer just out of nowhere might score 5 goals. So yeah, Palmer and Nkunku, see what works for you. Next game, big one, Tottenham versus Bournemouth. Let me tell you something, bro. That's a big game. That one. That's a big game. Like, even though Tottenham have been recently, the results have been nice for them. Like recently, Tottenham, the results have been all right. You know what I'm saying? Like they've been showing some signs of we're still here. You know what I'm saying? So it's all on you, bro. It's all on you. Like if you want like Tottenham last game they did lose to CES 1-0, but it's not the Tottenham 2 months ago. You know what I'm saying? Like they beat Ipswich 4-1 and that they've been showing some signs here and there. They do play at home and they are actually strong at home. But Bournemouth are absolutely incredible this season. And what can I say about Bournemouth, bro? Like beat City, beat Arsenal. Last game week, they lost to Brighton, but Brighton are completely on fire, and they were away, playing away as well. Kluivert is on fire. If you want to have Kluivert, yeah. The last 2 game weeks have not been it for a Bournemouth, but Bournemouth are a strong team. Like they lost 2-1 and 1-0, and the one before they won 3-1. So you don't risk against Bournemouth. You don't risk. This the number one rule you should learn this fantasy. You don't risk against Bournemouth. Yeah, Bournemouth, Tottenham. I would stay away completely. If you want to chuck in, I don't know, like Son or something, that's on you. But I would stay away completely. Yeah, this game week is just too risky to add anything really. United, Arsenal, baby, Arsenal. We've seen the big boy dominance performance against PSV Eindhoven. Baby, let's go, Arsenal. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna make a video inshallah about Arsenal in the Champions League, but stay tuned, you know what I'm saying? Because I got some exciting stuff to say. But United, Old Trafford against Arsenal. Yeah, big game that one. Big game. United like to turn up against Arsenal and against big teams. They like to do that against big teams. So I don't believe they have a great chance in that game. I still don't believe You have Ahmad, one of the most important players, is out. Martinez is out. It's just Bruno Fernandes, and Mazraoui is absolutely incredible this season, but is that going to be enough to beat Arsenal? I don't think so. Even though they're playing at home, no. The best result they can get out of this, I believe, it's a 0-0. That's the best result United can get out of this game, I believe. But if they, I don't think, yeah. So I think I believe Arsenal gonna win this game. Yeah, I believe it's gonna be not a crazy victory, 1-0, 2-0. So maybe it's better to add the Arsenal defender. If you have a Gabriel and I have a Raya in my squad. If you want to add a Raya or a Gabriel in your squad, that would not be a bad idea. Yeah, a Raya or a Gabriel. I have both. You know what I'm saying, in my team. Some good defensive point. If you want to add, I don't know, Nuaneri, if you would, it's a bit of a risk, but you do you, innit? Like it's a risky game, and that's the whole point of the game, isn't it? So yeah, I'm just sticking with the defenders for Arsenal defenders for that one, inshallah. Yeah, next game is a big game. That's Newcastle and West Ham. See, with Newcastle, you never know. You never know if they're good or bad. One game they're destroying everyone, and then the next week they're losing and having a poor performance. Like they lost last game week. I didn't expect them to lose like that. I guess with Liverpool 2-0. And you really, if you like, they did beat Nottingham Forest. See, they beat Nottingham Forest 4-3, and then they lose to Liverpool 2-0, and then they lost to City 4-0. You know, so it's just like that's a risky one. You know, West Ham have been recently good. You know, the performances have been nice from West Ham. So I would like they've won their last 2 games. So what do you like? They play at home as well. West Ham play at home. I would risk on West Ham. I would just, yeah. I would, yeah. I'll go for West Ham for that one. Yeah. I don't trust Newcastle. One game they're absolutely fantastic, and the next game they're like whatever. So West Ham have been consistently recently with the results. So I would go with West Ham United. You know, if you want to chuck in like a Bowen or something like, I would, yeah, Bowen, Jared Bowen is one that I would recommend. So yeah, my tips are Jared Bowen, get a couple of Liverpool players in your team. If you captain Salah 100%, triple captain if you still have the chip. Nottingham Forest defenders if you would like, and what else? Yeah, if you would like, you can add a Joao Pedro. I wrote that down. If you can add a Joao Pedro in your team if you have him for the Fulham game. So yeah, that was the tips for the next game. I hope you guys liked. If you did, drop me a comment, a like, and all of that stuff. You get me, and I'll see you guys in the next one, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum.